Hey there, it's Stephanie Shea, Chief Astrologer for janspiller.com with your monthly horoscope. And this one is for you, Aquarius. Here is your May 2020 horoscope. We've got the sun shining in Taurus through May the 19th. And this is going to help you cultivate stability in your home life. It's a great time to follow through with projects around the house, especially those that help you to feel more comfortable. This may be a universal theme right now, but it's particularly up for Aquarians, and you may be lending a helping hand to family members as well. Now on the 20th, the sun moves into Gemini, and it's going to activate your creative mind. The end of the month is going to be a great time to encourage lighthearted, spirited conversations with loved ones, exchanging creative ideas. There's a bit of a liveliness coming in with this Gemini energy. Now, another big Gemini event this month is on May the 6th. The North Node is going to move into the sign of Gemini, which is another air sign. This is going to work quite favorably with your sun sign. If you've read Jan's book, Astrology for the Soul, you know that the North Node is an important point in the personal birth chart. Whatever sign your North Node is expressed in is holding energy that helps you to be successful. You can embody some of the traits of your North Node sign, even if that's not your astrology sign. And when the North Node changes signs in the sky for us here on Earth, it's a global energetic shift. So with the North Node moving into Gemini between May the 6th of this year through January 18th of 2022, we're going to be supported in Gemini themed activities, which include communications, definitely any type of learning or information dissemination and processing. It's a very fast moving energy. This is something that Aquarians are familiar with. You have a lot in common with other air signs, and one of those is ability to make connections and to help people who can help each other meet up. This is going to be a real strong suit for you in the coming years. Your ability to think outside the box is also going to serve you really well under this astrology. It can be helpful to those who are researching some new solutions to old problems. Putting your minds together with others is going to be especially productive. So keep that in mind. This is a trend for the coming year and a half. Now we've got the full moon in Scorpio on May the 7th, and this could actually put you in the spotlight in some way. You might get recognized for a job well done. Others could look to you for leadership. If you discover things at work are not as they appeared, which could happen, Scorpio energy tends to want to reveal something that's been hidden, then take the opportunity to gain some clarity on your situation. It may not be something you wanted to know, but you'll feel better that at least now you know. It could be time to rethink a professional ambition or a business partnership. Maybe just some minor tweaks are needed to get things back in balance. These are some of the themes that may come up around this Scorpio full moon for you. Now, we've got Venus stationing retrograde in Gemini on the 13th of May. This cycle goes all the way until June 24th. And I have a separate video up on the channel that goes in more detail on this astrology for Venus retrograde. So if you haven't checked that out, you can learn more there. But what's important to know for your horoscope is when Venus is retrograde, it's really not great timing for decisions regarding money or love. These are the things that Venus rules. Retrograde energy calls us to be more introspective, to reflect on our values, to reassess our situations and relationships. So, because this is emphasizing romantic partnership in your chart, it's going to be important to put relationship issues on hold so you have time to think about them. It's not the time to make an ultimate decision. It could be healing to write or talk about past partnerships. There's an emphasis on releasing and resolving the past. If you're currently experiencing some relationship confusion, you'll know more about what you need in this area of your life in a few months. So take the pressure off yourself to have to know what to do right now. And use this as a time to get to know yourself better, to really feel solid in what you need in a partnership if that's something that you're working on for yourself. Now, it's going to be a great month for research and learning. Both Saturn and Jupiter will be stationing retrograde mid-month. And Saturn is the traditional ruler of your sign. When Saturn does something, you generally feel it, and it's just gone into the early degrees of your sign. So you're going to feel this one when they're retrograde. Both Saturn and Jupiter have this quality of requiring people to be more resourceful, to rely on their own resourcefulness and inventiveness, especially with Saturn in the sign of Aquarius. So you might feel a little more introverted in the coming months. It's a good time to get your priorities in order. And you can actually make a lot of progress on personal projects, especially if it's something you've already started or at least stated that you have wanted to do for a long time. We've got the new moon on the 22nd in the sign of Gemini. This is supporting goals related to romantic partnership, creative projects, fun and playfulness. Don't forget that. Relationships with any special children, your own children, friends, if you're an aunt or uncle, that kind of thing, and staying connected with loved ones. So there's a lot you can do with this month's astrology. It's not the time to try to push anything forward quickly, but you can get a lot wrapped up. And I hope that you make the most of this month's astrology. Be safe and be well, and I'll see you back here next month with your horoscope.